All right, Kevin, thank you very much, and welcome to San Diego. 68 degrees at game time. That'll bring the fans out. So will the optimism surrounding the 2022 edition of the Padres. Collapse in the second half last year. Manny Machado has been off to a terrific start for the Padres this year. And as smooth as Manny is, how about Matt Olson and the way he has gelled with his new team, the Atlanta Braves? Ozzie Albies, he is the straw that stirs it all. Wearing a microphone for us tonight. If it's anything like it was pregame, we're all in for a treat. As baseball tonight, Sunday night baseball on ESPN. Our telecast is presented by Taco Bell. What a scene this is. One of the great ballparks in America here in San Diego. And the Padres have real high hopes with a new manager, Bob Melvin. That's David Cohn, Eduardo Perez, and I'm Carl Ravitch. Atlanta's looking to make it 3 of 4 here. Their offense has kind of found its stride. And I mentioned the smoothness of both Matt Olson and Manny Machado. Any other words to describe what they do day in and day out?
No, that pretty much says it all. And the thing is, it looks really effortless for both of them. And Matt Olson,
that's a good word, effortless.
Since last season, since he figured out how to hit left-handed pitching, 22 home runs against him, has taken that now to the National League. And he has created damage early on. Yes, he might not have all the runs driven in so far, but he's getting on base at a high clip, and he's forcing the opposing pitchers to throw strikes. And when they do, they are paying for it in a major way. Matt Olson, not only great offensively, but defensively. And when you talk about defense, when you talk about offense, complete player, it's Manny Machado. Another effortless outing from him in the first game against the Atlanta Braves, where he ended up going 5 for 6 with a home run, 4 runs, and 2 stolen bases to go with it. He continues to create damage, and he is their leader in that infield.
Without a question. Tatis looks like he's going to be back sometime June, maybe July. Acuna's coming back for Atlanta, which is a good sign. Let's go to the mound now. You got a kid named Elder, which doesn't make a lot of sense, making his second start, and Yu Darvish is making his 215th start. Look at Darvish's first 2 starts this season. Doesn't make a lot of sense. He went all Clayton Kershaw in his first outing. 6 innings, no hits. He did walk 4. He struck out 3. And then in the second start, he got crushed. Just a 1 2/3, one of his worst starts ever. He gave up 9 earned runs, second most he's ever given up. This is a conundrum. What's going on? And which Darvish shows up, and what's going to be the key to it?
Yeah, I guess you could say, well, it's the usage with Yu Darvish, right? I mean, it's a question of when you have that kind of talent and you can throw the ball with a lot of different grips and make it move right to left or left to right. It's which fingers do you put down if you're trying to catch this guy, and what pitches should he feature? The big question last year, his cutter got kind of lit up to the tune of 340 on a batting average against, and I think that's probably the question. On the other side, how about the kid? He's a movement specialist. You think about high velocity nowadays, not from Bryce Elder. He definitely has good control, is more of a guy that's going to throw cutters, sinkers, and changeups and try to disrupt timing. It'll be interesting to watch him, the 22-year-old out of the University of Texas.
Yeah, the Longhorn, only 22. The other guy, Darvish, 35. Ozzie Albies wearing the microphone. He and Ron Washington are a comedy show, like Ozzie and Harriet back in the day. Ozzie and Wash. We'll talk with him. But they have the whole thing set up for Michael Kay to do this K-Rod telecast remotely, but they have been united. K-Rod and A-Rod, the K-Rod cast, thanks to the copter. That is airing on ESPN2. Our first pitch comes up right after this.
When it's the end of the weekend, but not quite the end of the weekend.